Okay, boys and girls, we are solving the paper from IGCSE Chemistry. You can see 062042 from May-June 2019. So proceeding with question 1. Here you can see this question examiner says the names of 8 substances are given. And then he asks these questions, so I'm going to focus straightforward for the question. First, he says the main constituent of a natural gas. So we easily and clearly know main constituent of the natural gas is methane. Methane. Next, a reactant in respiration. So in respiration, the reactant is oxygen. Understood? Next, the main constituent of bauxite, the main constituent of the bauxite is aluminum oxide. Aluminum oxide. In D part, the product of photosynthesis is again oxygen. Then a greenhouse gas, carbon dioxide and methane. Both are the greenhouse gases, and in the given option we have methane. So methane is greenhouse gas. A macromolecular solid, which is silicon 4 oxide. Silicon 4 oxide. Hopefully, you have the knowledge and you understand what are the answers. Proceeding towards the next question. This question is related to the isotopes, and examiner mentioned that sodium with atomic number 11 and atomic mass 22. Again, sodium, proton number 11, atomic mass 23. And in the next one, again, atomic number, the protons are same, but atomic mass is different. Then he asked, describe how these sodium isotopes are the same and how they are different in terms of the total number of protons, neutrons, and electrons in each. So we can easily say what similarity we have, same atomic number, or as he clearly mentioned, you have to answer according to these. So I'm just writing same protons. Same protons. Different, how they are different? Different nucleons. Okay? Different neutrons. Just write neutrons. The next part, why do all three isotopes have an overall charge of 0? So we can say as number of protons and electrons are same but have opposite charges. Opposite charges. That's why they cancel out the effect of each other, so ultimately they have 0 charge. Proceeding towards the next question. Here he says, why do all three isotopes have same chemical properties? And we know that as valence shell electrons are same. Valence shell electrons are same. Why do sodium ions have a charge of +1? So we know that sodium is a metal, metals can lose electron, and sodium has only one electron in its valence shell, so we can say it will lose only one electron. So we can say as there is only stable electronic structure. Electronic structure. Or in short, if you want to make it more shorter, you just can say to have stability. This is why sodium will lose only one electron from its valence shell. Next, carbon is an element which exists in different forms. Name two forms of the element carbon that have giant covalent structure. So simply we can say diamond and graphite. Diamond and graphite. Next part it says name the oxide of carbon that is a toxic gas. So the answer for this question is carbon monoxide. Carbon monoxide. So proceeding, the question is complete over here, and we are proceeding to the next part. In third, this question is about phosphorus and compounds of phosphorus. Some of the melting points, boiling point, electrical conductivity, and solubilities are given, and we are going to write down the answer for these questions. He says that name the type of bonding that exists between the atoms in P4. Whenever we have P4, mean four phosphorus atoms are bonded together. So similar type of the atoms are bonded together in covalent bond. So we are just writing here covalent bond or just covalent. Then explain in terms of attractive forces between particles why P4 has a low melting point. So we just have to say in terms of attractive forces, we can say temporary, the forces of attraction, the forces of attraction between P4 molecules are weak. And even you just can say and has simple molecular structure. In third part, explain why phosphorus is a non-conductor of electricity. So simply we can say due to non-availability of delocalized free electrons. Next, he says write a chemical equation for this reaction. What reaction? When phosphorus reacts with air, and remember for air we say the reactive component of the air is oxygen, and then they produce phosphorus 5 oxide. So the reactions are P4 and oxygen O2, which is diatomic gas. When they react together, product below we got P4O10. Now to make it balance, phosphorus is already balanced. Only we need to balance oxygen, so that's why we place 5 over here. Now the equation is balanced. So proceeding, what type of the chemical reaction is this? So we learned that phosphorus, whose oxidation state was 0, and it reacting with oxygen, whose oxidation state is also 0, and then they are producing phosphorus 5 oxide. Okay, so I'm writing the equation again. P4, its oxidation state is 0. O2, its oxidation state is 0. When they are going to react to produce P4O10, so now the oxidation state of phosphorus is plus 5, where oxygen is minus 2. So you can see there is increase in oxidation state and there is decrease in oxidation state. So whenever in the same chemical reaction oxidation state is increasing of the one element or the substance, and the other one is decreasing. That is called as redox reaction. Redox reaction. Next, we again say write a chemical equation for the reaction between phosphorus oxide and aqueous sodium hydroxide. So we know the reactant. One reactant is phosphorus oxide. We know the formula from the above part or from this question, P4O10. And then it is reacting with an aqueous sodium hydroxide. The formula is NaOH. Okay, aqueous. What they are going to do, as we know that, and we also mentioned, phosphorus 5 oxide is acidic oxide. And we know that non-metal oxides are acidic. So when non-metal oxide react with any alkali, acidic oxide react with alkali, they will produce salt and water. And again, the hint for us is that it contains phosphate ion. So the phosphate ions, it is P4O3 negative, and from the sodium hydroxide and Na with 1 plus charge, they will combine to produce the formula of the salt Na3PO4. Okay, so we got Na3PO4, and along with we will get water. Along with we will get, because in neutralization, acid-base reactions are neutralization reactions, and in neutralization reaction, what happens? Salt and water are formed. Now we only need to balance this equation, and how to balance? You check that how many phosphorus we have over here? 4. To make phosphorus balance, place 4 over here. Okay, 4. When you place 4, so how many phosphorus? 4. 4 balance. But how many nitrosodium we have? 4 3s are 12. To make it balance, we have to take 12 over here. Now sodium is balanced as well. Only thing which we have to balance is the hydrogen. So how many hydrogen we have? 12. To make it balance, we have to take 6. Place 6 over here. In this way, hydrogen is balanced. And oxygen is automatically how? 10 plus 12, we have 22 oxygen on the left side. 4 4s are 16 plus 6 equals to 22. So oxygen is balanced as well. So this is the answer for the question, and we are moving. Here it says that phosphine has the formula pH3 like ammonia. Complete the dot and cross diagram to show the electron arrangement in a molecule of phosphine. Show outer shell electrons only. We know that hydrogen has only one atomic number, means only one electron in its valence shell, and it requires one more electron. So definitely, hydrogen is going to share only one electron, whereas phosphorus belongs to group 15, group 5, and its atomic number is 15, meaning it has 15 electrons. Structure will be 2, 8, 5. So, as in its last cell, 5 electrons, so there is a deficiency of 3 electrons. Mean phosphorus is going to participate with 3 of its electrons and sharing 3 electrons. So, in that way, we can say hydrogen will share its only electron, and for mutual sharing, oxygen, so the phosphorus is going to share its one electron with this, one electron with this hydrogen, and one with this hydrogen. But as we discussed, there are 5 electrons, so there should be one pair of electron which is not participating in bonding, but still it is present. So this is the dot and cross diagram of phosphine. Next part, phosphine has similar chemical structure of ammonia, and ammonia acts as a base when it reacts with sulfuric acid. So we have to define what is meant by the term base. So simply we have to answer like bases are proton acceptor. Bases are proton acceptor. Next, write a chemical equation for the reaction between ammonia and sulfuric acid. So the formula for the ammonia, it is given formula for the sulfuric acid we know already. It is H2SO4. When they react together, they will produce ammonium sulfate, a salt, NH4 whole twice SO4. Remember, ammonium ion has a charge of 1 plus, whereas sulfate has a charge of 2 negative. When they combine, so the formula we got will be NH4 whole twice SO4. So this is the technique for writing ionic formulas. Along with the salt, we will get water. Okay, so this is the chemical equation for the reaction of ammonia with sulfuric acid. Question is completed over here, so we will discuss the next question. Here in fourth question, methanol is made industrially by reacting carbon monoxide with hydrogen. The gases react at a temperature of 250 degrees Celsius and a pressure of 75 atmosphere. So what is the main question? He says suggest. He says suggest a source of hydrogen. So we clearly and simply know that by from where we get hydrogen by cracking of oil or natural gas. You may write one, okay, by cracking of oil, and then or you have to write by cracking of natural gas. Write only one. Understood? The next part, he says that complete the table using only the words increase, decrease, or no change. Before completing this table, keep that in mind. The reaction in forward direction exothermic, so it will be endothermic in backward reaction. Plus, we have more moles in the left side and we have less moles on the right side. So to answer this equation, okay, I'm making it more simple and copy the equation over here so that we can easily compare. Okay. What was that? Carbon monoxide reacting with what was the other reactant? Hydrogen. So monoxide and what? Hydrogen gas. They are reacting to produce methanol, CH3OH. We have 3 moles on the left side and only 1 mole on the right. Whereas we notice that the forward reaction is exothermic, the delta H is negative. Okay, so remember that delta H value in forward direction is negative, exothermic. Now keep that information in mind. You have to say complete the table. Adding a catalyst. Remember, catalyst always speed up the chemical reaction. Either it is the forward or the backward, so it will increase. Increase. Then it says increasing the temperature, rate of reaction increases. And what about the yield? We notice that when we increase the temperature, it will always favors endothermic reaction, which is the backward reaction. So we can say it is decreased. Okay, as the reaction moving backward. Decreasing the pressure. We notice that whenever we are decreasing the pressure, equilibrium shifted from less moles to more moles. So less moles on the right side, so it will shift back, we again decrease. So amount of the product or yield decreases. Okay, decrease. Plus pressure decreasing also decreases the rate of reaction. So we can say decrease. Understood? Next, he says methanol is a member of the homologous series. State 2 general characteristics of the homologous series. We just can mention that they follow or just follow the same general formula. Second, by adding CH2 group, we get next member of the same series. Member of same series. the structure of the two alcohols. Okay, each containing three carbon atoms show all the atoms. So clearly and simply can draw quickly like we have three carbon atoms, one, two, three. And I have to connect the alcoholic group, OH group, to the first carbon atom. Rest of all we have to place hydrogen only. So this is what? Propane 1O. So to make the other isomer, we just have to change the position. Change the position of OH, and I'm drawing OH to the second carbon atom. And in this case, you can see we have the alcohol. So now this is propane 2O. Understood? Hopefully. The next question says, what term is used to describe compound with the name same molecular formula but different structural formula? We can say they are isomers. They are isomers. In the next, you can easily see this is an ester, and to recognize this is the acidic part which contain only one carbon atom, so it is from methanoic acid. Whereas this is alcoholic part, and as it contains two carbon atoms, so it will be ethanol. Understood? Keep that in mind. Then it says name the ester. So to name the ester, we just have to change ANOL by YL, so we'll get ethyl. And then combine. Just replace OIC acid with O8. With O8. So it will be methanoate. Methanoate. Understood? So you will easily learn. But keep that in mind. We need methanoic acid and we need ethanol. Then he says give the name of the carboxylic acid as we named. So we have to write it as methanoic acid. And here ethanol. Then ester Y is different from ester X, but also has the same formula. Draw the structure of ester, show all of the atoms and the bonds. Very simple. Just as I said, draw the ester bond. Now in X, we have only one carbon atom to the acidic part. Here now you have to write another carbon atom. So this will now become ethanoic acid, ethanoate. And to the alcoholic side, just draw one. Okay, like this. So now this is different from the previous ester. This one is methyl ethanoate. Understood? Okay, so question is finished here. We will continue with the next question.